Can we be real with each other for just a minute? Because, well, some of you have gotten the information completely wrong. And I understand it. You jump at the soundbite, the comment that somebody will leave and says that they will never watch my content again, and they will make damn sure to tell other people to stay away from my content. 700 of you left and unsubscribed to my channel this past weekend over a viewer suggested question, a question that was sent in for my Saturday morning viewer, show. The question was the following, and this is the exact card. Yeah. Note it says Christian Kirk. I never laughed about it. I never was cheerful about it. I was quite the opposite. Again, I understand, and people make mistakes in this aspect of the question itself. I know his name is Charlie Kirk. I've known that well before the assassination of Charlie, what his name was. I knew what he stood for and what he was doing. And for someone to silence him just because he wanted to debate other individuals and talk about the topics, at hand and what's important to us all is disgusting. I'm going to play the video of me answering that question. Yes, it says Christian Kirk, but these issues come up, these problems, these mistakes happen. I read the question as it comes in, unedited from the actual viewer itself. They meant Charlie, but it was very clear of who and what they were talking about from the question itself. I do this every single Saturday morning on my Saturday morning show, Blunders, Balderdash, and Viewer Questions. But for you 700 people, I will say in closing that who unsubscribed to my channel this past weekend, goodbye. You don't need to be here. I didn't ask you to join. I didn't ask you to subscribe. And I didn't hold you hostage. You have decided because of a lie and one comment that was left on my actual channel on that video about unsubscribing and wanting to tell others to unsubscribe and that they will tear me to the ground if I ever dragged Charlie Kirk's name or anyone from that political party's name through the mud, that they would tear me to the ground. And for you out there who sent me death threats and wished my family ill, I got one word and one gesture for you. That word is goodbye, and the gesture is because you didn't watch the video. You didn't listen to what I had to say. You didn't hear my answer to that actual question. You are basing your opinion on what someone else said. And for you 700 people who left, goodbye. I can't put it any other way. You couldn't even be bothered after I posted the link and I told you the timestamp of where to go in the actual morning stream, that Saturday morning show, Blunders, Balderdash, and Viewer Questions, where to go to hear the actual words out of this mouth to you, the viewer. I didn't cheer. I wasn't happy. I thought it was disgusting, uncalled for, and fucking wrong. Sorry for my language. But you didn't watch it. Now, here is the video clip of me actually saying what I said on that show. Next one. What's your take on the Christian Kirk murder? Bet you laughed about it and cheered. You're a sick fucker if you laughed or cheered about the murder of another individual. I have no other way to say that. Yeah, I talk about murder and mayhem and some of the most disgusting things that people do to each other, especially those who are vulnerable. But to stand up and cheer, and gloat and smile, or whatever on one side to, the death the murder of a father, a brother, a husband, a community member, a Christian. That's just sick. That's sick to ever, stand up and laugh and cheer about it. To see, and I have seen some of the videos, and yes, thank you for everyone who has sent them to me or tagged me in them. I don't know where you think I am. It doesn't matter politically where I am. I'm not on the left. I'm not on the right. You can't, and I can't express that enough. But to cheer the murder of another individual, regardless of who they are, is just sickening. And you need to seriously check yourself on why you would be sitting there cheering or be happy that someone was murdered in front of their friends and family. It's disgusting. Again, it's sick and disgusting, and you really need to check, your morals and ethics at the door. If you've been cheering or you're happy that Christian Kirk was murdered, I can't say it any more than clearer than that. You really need help. I didn't cheer. I wasn't happy. I thought it was disgusting, uncalled for, and fucking wrong.